So injectors, I do a lot of injector testing, and as you can see here, it's very likely that the copper washer failed, letting carbon through. It's whatever, the washer's still on there, but you can see a lot of carbon deposits here. One thing to look out for is, once you clean them up, you want to inspect these nozzle nut caps, because they can crack over time. And it's a set of 1.6 TDI injectors. Every single solenoid is okay. The first injector I put on the test bench is actually fine, but the second one, you might see, it couldn't hold its pressure properly. Why might that be? Well, let's see. If we turn on initialization or the startup, and then we go ahead and turn on the purge test, which is 1600 bar, you might notice a slight issue with this injector. If you look closely, you can see it's leaking off a little bit of fuel through its nut cap and not able to maintain pressure. That's actually bad. But now, on a serious one, it's a classic case of nozzle nut cap cracking. All you got to do, replace the nut cap, retorque everything to spec, put it back on the bench, and it will work. But yeah, customer could have saved himself £100 worth of diagnosis on testing all his injectors just by looking at saying this and going, wow, I've got a cracked nut cap. That's obviously going to drain off pressure, and that's why the car was failing to start, because that was just draining his fuel rail. So thankfully it's an easy fix, but you got to do the visual checks first. Now, if you have a lot of carbon up here on the nozzle nut cap and on the injector nozzle sides, you can wire brush those. That's not a problem. Some mouth breather will tell you that will kill your injector. It won't. The areas you want to avoid when you're wire brushing is the injector tip, just here. That is the tip. Nozzle housing is whatever. The tip here, where all the small holes are, yeah, you don't want to go excessive on wire brushing that. Ideally, leave it completely alone. But this entire side of the injector nozzle, entire nut cap, all the way throughout the entire rest of the injector, that can be wire brushed to hell. It's very important to actually do it so you can take these carbon deposits off, so everything will seal properly. You won't have any issues with this shit dissolving, going underneath your washer or anything. Don't be scared to wire brush these, just leave the very tip of the nozzle alone.